With Tron Ares set to release in October of this year, I wanted to speculate on some things that we may or may not see in the movie. Potential spoilers ahead, as I will be sharing set photos that could give away major plot points for the movie. How will Tron Ares integrate into the overarching story or lore? Most people remember the Tron series for its stunning visuals and cool effects, but Tron does have a pretty extensive lore. A story about a great protector, humans interacting with the digital world, rogue AI trying to corrupt the system and escape into the real world, betrayal, and totalitarianism. And of course, disc battles and motorcycle jousting. But don't worry, I'm not going to make this a video essay about how Clue and his army are fascists and how Tron is a digital Nazi killer. But I do want to talk about what kind of story Tron Ares is going to tell. As of me making this, we still don't know if this is a continuation of Legacy, or if it's going to be its own separate story. What we do know is that Ares is supposed to be the new MCP, the Master Control Program, from the Dillinger system, as the Dillinger family will have a very big role to play in this movie, and that he is tasked with coming to the real world for some purpose. But that's what I'm talking about. The fact that NCOM, the Dillingers, and the other grids are things that this movie will explore has me believing that this will, in some way, tie into the previous movies. What characters will return for this movie, and what cameos could we see? If this truly is going to be a continuation of the Tron story, then could we actually see characters from other Tron media like Beck from Uprising? Legacy left on a little bit of a cliffhanger on the fate of Sam and Cora, which everyone wants resolved. Couple that with Garrett Hedlund giving teasers that Sam could return for this movie and Jeff Bridges playing a role different than Kevin Flynn or Clue, then we potentially have quite a large possibility of Sam and Cora returning for at least a cameo. Speaking of Kevin Flynn, is he still alive? It's implied that he sacrificed himself at the end of Legacy to reset the grid, but could he still be alive? We know that Jeff is not returning as Flynn or Clue, he is coming back as a new character, but he's very much in the movie and what looks like the old grid. So I can't wait to find out who this is and why he looks like Kevin Flynn. Something equally as important as the story is the soundtrack. With Daft Punk being split up, the soundtrack for Tron Ares will be done by 9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch Nails is an interesting choice because of their unique style. They experiment with their songs, giving them a unique sound, and it actually wouldn't be the first time 9 Inch Nails' Trent Reznor has comprised the score for a movie. The latest movie to have a soundtrack made by Reznor is Challengers, and it actually sounds really good. In fact, we actually get to hear a snippet of what their take on a Tron soundtrack will sound like in the trailer. The main question is, since Daft Punk created what's regarded as the best movie soundtrack ever, will Tron Ares soundtrack be able to live up to Daft Punk's? Personally, I think it will, but let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments below. Which reminds me, I have a very special announcement to make. I figured I'd do this in the middle of the video since no one really stays to the end. That's because I am doing my very first ever giveaway, and I have Franklin Clinton here to give you the details.
Sup homies, I'm here to tell y'all that Zephyr's doing his first ever giveaway. He's giving away this 3D printed matrix of leadership popcorn bucket. It can be pulled apart just like in the movie, and you can flip the center crystal around to reveal the bowl for you to put your snacks into. And the best part is he's extending the giveaway for another month, so you have more chances to win. Here's how you can enter. Send your entry to zephyrprojectgiveaways@gmail.com. Your subject must say giveaway entry or it will not be counted. He's gonna pick the winner at random and will announce the winner on May 5th. So make sure you're subscribed to my boy and stay tuned.
Okay, now to address the elephant in the room. The question everyone's asking and has been asking since Legacy: where is Tron, and what is his fate? Unless they're pulling a No Way Home, it's looking unlikely that Bruce Boxleitner will be returning for this movie, period. Which is strange given how much he loves the Tron franchise and stated numerous times that he'd love to come back. So that puts Tron Ares in an interesting spot. Because how are you going to make a Tron movie without the namesake character? Tron himself has never been the main focus character of the movies. He's mostly there to help the humans, but he is still the main character. With his fate up in the air, one route I could see them going is bringing Rinsler back as the reformatted Tron. Since Rinsler never shows his face, they could realistically cast anyone. Would it be a cop-out? Maybe, but it's something they already set up at the end of Legacy. But ultimately, a Tron movie without Tron feels wrong. It's like making a Spider-Man movie without Spider-Man. This ties into number 5. Will Ares become the new Tron? This is your spoiler warning. If you do not want any potential spoilers for Tron Ares, then click off the video now. Believe it or not, but there is actually a lot of evidence to support this claim, and it has to do with the character of Ares himself. The name of the movie may be Tron, but this story is about Ares. He's an anti-hero. He comes to the real world for something or someone, and we see from the trailer that he's not exactly the nicest guy. But somewhere along the movie, he gets redeemed. He gets enlightened, going from a bad guy in red to a good guy in white. As you can see from the set photo, here we have Jared Leto as Ares, except this time, he's sporting white neons with extra detailing on his chest, very similar to the legendary program. Now there's no distinct T-shape that I can make out, but it's very interesting to take note of because he does not have that when he's in his regular red color scheme. And given what we know from the Tron universe, red has always been the color of the bad guys, with white being the purest color to represent the more divine characters. But at this time, we still don't know anything about the movie, and this is all speculation and questions I hope the movie answers or at least touches on. But if you enjoyed this video, a like would very much be appreciated, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel as it greatly helps out. And as always, thank you for watching.